Oh, and are the pillows feather or foam?
Yes.
Sorry, which one?
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I was just asking.
And I'm very much looking forward to the moment when that stops.
It doesn't matter. I don't know what to get you, and
It matters! It matters!
Doesn't matter! Just get us something!
There's a registry! You go on it!
And you pick something!
It's the Al Travis Show, and I've got her, Katie, Life with Katie. Love having her on the program. Katie, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there, Al. How about you?
Good. Quick question: are you a energy drink? Yeah, that's too. You're not. That would not be bougie enough for you. You an energy drink person? You do the? Have you ever? You're shaking.
No, although I do have these little powder packets that I get from someplace that have some vitamins in them and electrolytes, and I put that in my water. Does that count?
I don't know, because I don't. Just quick. Sponsor here, My Pillow started this Rev 7 thing, right? They're selling energy drinks now because pillows and energy drinks, they go hand in hand.
It helps you go to sleep like and lay on your pillow like good energy.
So anyway, they came up with it, and when they did, I said, a guy should try these if I'm going to talk about them. So they sent me a pack. They sent me a trial pack. And yesterday I tried the green apple, which tastes actually, you know what? I looked at the can and thought, I don't know about that because sometimes bitter. It was very good. I actually had my wife take a taste. It was good.
Did it
Today,
taste like melted Jolly Ranchers. I imagine that tasting like melted Jolly Ranchers. Remember?
Yeah,
Big Daddy or Bub's Daddy bubblegum when we were
it
kids?
wasn't quite that sour. It was more sweet. I liked it. And then today I had the blueberry citrus, and I'm not a blueberry guy, but whoever does their taste testing, it tastes good. Now, this being said, like the jalapeno peppers and stuff, and they can grade how hot it is, and it's like the ghost peppers and all that. They have this thing. They don't do that with energy drinks. So I'm trying to compare it. I took one each instead of a Diet Mountain Dew, and I'm going to be honest, I think I got about the same effect. My first Dew or one of these, but I don't know the oomph effect, what that is rated on this. Have you ever done like a Red Bull? I've never even had one.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm no, but are there a bunch of calories in them? Are they not?
25 in the can.
That's not bad.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what then. It has no caffeine and no sugar. So I'm not exactly sure what is getting you jacked up. Yeah, but it tastes good. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, I wanted to know.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Sponsor plug out of there. Good. The other plug I want to do. I've had a really good week with customer service, I guess is what I want to say. I got a couple of them real quick. So my 62 Ford Fairlane is having some issues, and we knew that. I mean, we get it basically out of the farmyard, and it's 64 years old. Everything squeaks. It's had noises. If you listen to the commercial, maybe I'll put one. The bumps and the bruises, the sounds it makes. Jay's, it's Paul at Jay's. He owns, I don't know why. Anyway, Paul. This last one is it would have issues turning on. At times it's turned, we're fine. We're running around having a good time. Next time it turned on, it doesn't start. Got to get her towed in. The last time I did this, like last weekend, I called Paul. I said, I can't just keep towing this thing. I'm going broke towing the thing. He comes over with his own truck, and we're going to pull it in, and he jumps in the car just as we're putting it in neutral, and he tries the key. The flipping thing started. I'm like, son of a... Yeah. So I go, what do you want to do? He goes, well, let's drive it there. I don't have to tow it. Let's drive to the shop. So I drive to the shop. He's had it for a couple, 3-4 days. And I texted him yesterday. I said, what's the deal? He goes, you got an electrical problem somewhere. We got to find it. It's obviously with what you've heard. The windshield wipers, they turned on. They went 1.5 times, and they just stopped. I mean, there's obviously an electrical issue, but I got to have it happen so I can fix it. Because it's working right now. I said, what do you want to do? He goes, I don't know what to do, but it's gotta happen so I can fix it. I said, you want driving around? He goes, that would be the best thing. He's driving my car to and from work to get it to react and do the thing. And I said, so you're going to call me one day and say, hey, Al, I need a tow, and then we'll all be happy. He goes, if that's what we got to do to fix it, that's what we got to do. I turned to my wife and said, name another guy. I'll take your crap old car that stalls on you about every fourth time, and I'll drive it to my house and wait till it stalls on me.
Wait, did you just call your birthday present a crap car?
Well, no, crap old car. I'm 60. I'm old and crappy. It's 62 years old. The fact that it makes weird noises, listen to me get off the couch once. Things pop and crack and things. I get that.
It's a fact. Yeah.
And we all do. So I understand it, and we need to find it, and it's a car, and we'll get it fixed. I have no doubt about it, but it's just, you go to the mechanic and, it does this thing. Well, it's not doing it now. How do you want me to fix it? It's so frustrating. So anyway, I just was really happy with him. And my other one, real quick, if I can, taking all your time. So I go to
go out, run, knock yourself out.
I go to this restaurant real quick, and we always go there because they have really good food. A family daughter just focused on, but they have this meat plate with all the different samples of meat that they do, the brisket and all the meat that they do, and it's made for Al. It should be called the Al plate.
Yeah.
So we went there for that. Steph goes, "What do you want to go to?" Let's just go there. I'd love that. We'll have it. It was off the menu. I'm like, "What are you talking off the menu? It's the greatest thing you guys ever serve." And the waitress is like, "Well, I don't make the menu." Well, the kitchen manager's kind of over here. She knows. She walks over. "What's the problem, Al?" I said, "It's the greatest meal ever. Why is it off the menu?" She says, "It's a little heavy for summer, just as far as a plate of food." That's what I said. Says who? I'm here for that. She let me see what I can do. They didn't have brisket. You like steak? I said, who doesn't like steak? They made me my own meat plate. And I'm like, I love you people. So I'm really quite happy with living in a small town and having those kind of people around me that just, it's above and beyond. So anyway, I'm in a good mood. How about you?
I love a good barbecue brisket. Oh, yummy.
I know. What do you mean too heavy? It's the perfect.
Summertime barbecue brisket. Hello, welcome summer.
Yeah, they're completely wrong. And then she made this other meat plate. Said, call it the Al plate. Put it on there. I'll be here every week. Anyway, I've had a good week. How about you?
What do you think? Yeah, you know what? We went out on Saturday night, my friend and I, and had dinner at a really cool place. You know what? We thought we were going to Cigar Lounge. And
Burns in Burnsville? It's the only one I can name up there.
no, it was up in North Minneapolis, and we got there, and it's like we walked in, and she said, "Hey, it does not smell like cigar in here." And I said, "Well, maybe they've got a room off to the side, and blah blah." So we asked, and the guy said, "No, it's against the law." Okay, he said it's against the law in Minnesota to smoke cigars indoors unless you're a private club. So he said, what you can do, and we're like, well, we're here for dinner, drinks, and a cigar. And he said, well, we can feed you, but then you have to buy your cigar, which they have for sale, and have it outside. And it's like,
Minnesota's got such weird cigar rules. It's amazing. I think there's only like 4 grandfathered in, like at Burns and Burnsville, that I only mention because I've been there, that are grandfathered in that you can just walk in and smoke a cigar and sit inside. It's all these rules and regs. It's crazy.
Well, right. And it's like this state, the most progressive, ridiculous state where you can literally do anything.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You can't go into places. That just seemed dumb to me. But the food was great. So that was good. No, I have not $1 million idea. This is potentially $1 billion idea, I feel like.
What?
Based off of my bad guy bingo cards, because as you know, if you listen to the show, my friends and I personally have gotten to the point where I can have my own bad guy bingo card listing off the names of people we will not date.
See, that just
based on their names and names alone, because we have come to the conclusion there are just some names you need to stay away from. So,
Katie, but, okay, people got to understand there are people that have name issues. You are one. You've named your dog the same name like 3 dogs in a row. You have a name issue. The other thing is, like, my wife. How did you do with naming your kids? So my wife was a teacher, right? And she had been teaching 4 or 5 years when we started having our children. Mm-hmm. And you'd say, "How about this name?" "Oh no, he's a little bad guy." Or "What about this name?" "Oh no, his parents." We had she had a thing about. Well, so your bingo card's the same way. I think Chris is one of those names.
Chris is one of those names. Tom is one of those names.
See, but that's not fair, because there's going to be a nice Chris out there, a Tom, but they come across you, could be Mr. Right, but you got a name issue, and old Tom's out the door before he walks in. You can see the problem.
He sure is. Unless let's name drop Tommy from Tommy's garage in Hopkins. That is
Yeah.
my car guy. He's
See, but-
amazing. And he's funny and he's got a great sense of humor.
But he's off the card because his name's Tommy. That's where you're. I don't put
Okay.
this. You can't limit the field that much, Katie.
Oh, we sure can. We sure can. We sure can.
So
So
what's the card
I
thing?
came up with a genius idea because I'm like, oh my gosh, we have used up.
Let's do this. Let's use this as the big hook to stay through the commercial break.
Oh, you people, you're gonna want to stay tuned because this is $1 billion.
Billion.
idea.
We'll just give it out on the air. Life with Katie. More coming up right after this. You know that car sound that sounds like a cricket playing a banjo? Jay's can fix that. You know when you step on the brakes and your car sounds like a pair of tennis shoes in the dryer? Paul is a guy who specializes in that. And you know that sound that never happens when the mechanic's around? Paul took a whole course on that. If you own a car, you need to know Paul. Paul owns Jay's Auto Shop, 202 North Main Street, Blue Earth, 525-1052, 525-1052.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to feel comfortable financially today and secure about tomorrow. Learn more at MidwestMoneyManagement.com. That's MidwestMoneyManagement.com.
Securities offered through JW Cole Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through JW Cole Advisors Inc., Midwest Money Management, and JW Cole Financial Inc. and JW Cole Advisors Inc. are unaffiliated entities.
Don't need to ask him his opinion more than once. Al Travis on The Al Travis Show.
All right, to catch everybody up. Katie and her friends have these weird bingo cards. They put names of people you cannot date because they bet somebody who's horrid. So these names go on the bingo card. You're not allowed to date them. Now, this has been a while, and now Katie comes with a $1 billion idea.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. And let me just be clear that if your name ends up on the bingo card, it's because there's probably been more than one person with that name who's ended up being bad news. Or,
okay.
Or remember, we've got Chris with a K who had ended up gave the same excuse to two of my friends who
I remember Chris with a K. Yeah, he ruined that for Chris's. Yeah.
You don't just get on the card for nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna blow your mind on this. I thought of it driving down the highway the other day. Have you ever played Cards Against Humanity?
Yes. My kids got it so weird.
What do they have? They have expansion packs.
Yes.
Oh my God. Expansion packs. This is a great idea. So I was thinking, okay, what are the expansion packs I'm going to have on my bad guy bingo? We've got breakup bingo. Nonsense phrases that men give you to try and absolve themselves of guilt. Oh my God.
Well, you could see we could double this $1 billion because I would presume men could have a version as well. No.
I suppose, but
Never even thought. Never crossed your mind. $1 billion idea.
Never thought of that would be the $2 billion idea. No. So we've got our breakup bingo with their nonsense phrases to absolve themselves of guilt.
I like
We've
that.
got the pickup pack. The pickup pack, sayings that aren't even close to reality, but they just are going to say that to try and
woo you. It's called wooing.
Woo. Well, this isn't wooing. This isn't what they're trying to. They are not trying to woo. No, that is not the end game on that one. Which could also be an expansion pack, but no, that's not it. We've got the gaslighting pack.
Any of this positivity? Is it could you have a pack about things guys did that were really nice and can we have? That's not going to sell, is it?
No, well, I'll tell you about that in a second. Then you've got your love bombing pack, right? You're beautiful. Oh my God, your body's gorgeous. And then we've got a future faking pack. Oh my God, this summer we are going to have the best time. Oh, wow, I can't wait until we do yada, yada, yada. So we've got your future faking pack, love bombing, gaslighting, pickup pack, breakup pack. You said something. What did you just say? You just said something that was another $1 billion idea.
Well, could there not be a guy's version for that?
No.
Oh, the nice things that he did. Could you say that?
Okay, right. Well, that's very close because we can come up with right because that's like bringing flowers.
Meaning it on the first date, holding the door open.
Flowers. You better give me my vase back so I can fill them up for you. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Do you realize almost all the people you date sound exactly the same when you do an impersonation of them? And they almost all sound like Diddley Dog or whatever he was from the Disneyland.
Yeah. You know what? I'm really sad if there's somebody who's listening who's got an in at Hasbro. I don't even know who makes
This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. And you give them away at for divorce groups. Divorce groups can have parties where you get together and make your card, right? You got to decide what names go on your card. So you have gatherings. You could actually sponsor them. And then we have now. Let's play the second game.
Well, here's the other little thing. So we could do two different things. We could have them empty. So now it's like a $4 billion idea because we can have them empty and you can fill in your own. Although then, let's be honest, you just have a bunch of plain paper. But no, it's also a little warning. Hey, we're doing you all a favor. Here's a little there, but for the grace of God go you. We have put together these packs to help warn you against these things that you need to steer.
We should have thought through. This is fantastic. I'm loving this. So again, bingo, standard bingo, I think got to get like 5 in a row or whatever. And what we're looking at is putting this card together and saying, hey, you hit 3 of these, run, right? Or you hit 1 of these. Are these automatic? You hit 1 on the bingo card, run? Is there a rule?
Coverall? No, you've got
coverall. This guy's an absolute complete loser. Everyone on here, then you leave. That's what the norm.
If you've been out with everybody that has one of these names, then God help you. No, here's another thought. What's really popular up here in the cities and maybe other places is bingo night at the different bars where we've got 80s bingo. It would be it might not go over very well if you did like pick up bingo because you'd be potentially be sitting there and some guy named
Chris is like
Tom or Chris is sitting next to you and is actually saying the very things to you that's on your pick up bingo card.
I love bingo night at bars.
And the bingo, everybody, all the women to get up and leave the bar. So that probably.
Now I'm loving bingo night at the bar because what it is you get a lot of women to come to the bar because you all want to, you got to come to the mic. It's like karaoke night. I'm going to nominate Bob because Bob did this and that. It was like Bob's on the card, and then this guy, and then you get to kind of release a little energy. I like karaoke / bingo night, if you will.
Okay. Sadly, here's my last card my last expansion pack for right now. It's the Delusional Girl pack that is. Oh, but this time is different. Oh, he's different with me. It can be all the crap you try and tell yourself. Believe that you're special and different, and he's really not gonna.
He's really grown since he left his last 2 wives and 4 children, but now he's a changed man. Yeah, we're out of time.
Yeah,
Katie, this is a great idea. I don't remember last time I laughed. It's a good idea. I'm going to tell you there might be a men version of this, but it won't be anywhere near as much fun. Katie, Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show. That was funny, Katie. Wow.